Gary, to ask you another question along that line, how do we get the people to do unto others as you would have them do unto you? Because it's true, and we were all better people, and we were all more involved trying to be powerful with our community instead of being powerful over a community. How do we do that? How do you tips for people out there? Because you've definitely, gone deep into this, a deep diver into this. Advice for folks out there.
Well, the golden rule is the biggest rule of all. Do unto others as you would have others do unto you. And it starts with you doing that to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Don't be mean to yourself. Don't be codependent. Don't be a rescuer. Because a lot of the things, a lot of the energy that you bring with you comes from the energy of a displaced past and an unpurposeful future. The golden rule starts with you. You yourself. Do it to yourself as you would do to others. Do unto others as you would have others do unto yourself. See, it's all saying the same thing. All this information I just gave you comes right down to one thing that Alex just put up in front of you. This is a sail on your boat of life. The unconditional love. The golden rule is your sail. The ocean is a spirit. The ocean is your imagination. The ocean is your power. The ocean is your emotion. The sail on the boat is the golden rule. The wind that catches the sail and pushes the boat into a lovely sunset of tropical design with a double rainbow, that wind is your spirit. So when you're kind to yourself, you'll be kind to others. And believe you me, I've been through it. Because I was hell to be with and hell to be around for a long time. But you must go through those things to see that there is an outcome for it. That's another reason we're on earth. To go through life and use life as life is given to you. And life is given to you as a blessing. And you can turn your blessings into blessings for others by utilizing the golden rule for yourself first. And for others to know that God is always with you. He's always there. What happens to people when they go down to the bottom of the barrel and go below the bottom, land at the bottom feeder, go to God? Happens every time. Happened to me.
That's what happened to Paul. He was the big...
Yeah. I've been compared to Paul. I mean, just the way I live my life, the way I've, taken it on.
But Paul was a great ability.
Everybody can be compared to Paul. But the source of my energy, like I was told when I got out of the hospital 2 months early after my death from brain surgery, that I was born with the energy of 10 men who have normal jobs. Knowing that, I went into therapy learning how to balance my internal energy with my environment. When you get along with yourself, there's no way you'll be competing with the energy of the neighborhood. There's 8 neighborhoods you live in. Isn't this great?
Yeah.
Isn't this great?
Folks, Gary Busey is...
Isn't this great? I didn't know these guys were coming over. I had no idea. Even changed shirts. No, I didn't change shirts. Honesty. Honesty is your ticket to heaven.
Amazing. Wow.
And that heaven I'm talking about is the heaven you hold in your heart. The heaven you hold internally. It's great to be alive! Celebrate it! Celebrate life every day. And when a loved one passes over to the other side, celebrate that person's life. Funerals are for the living. They wear black, they dash their teeth, they wail and they moan. That's the living. That's the people who are still living. That's their emotions. Celebrate with the happiness of life when that person crosses over, or that person's in a better place. And when you wail and gnash your teeth and moan, you're holding them back.
Gary, would you like to tell folks what it was like when you got what you saw on the other side? Because I know Colonel Craig Roberts, who we've interviewed, has told very similar stories to what Gary's talked about.
I choose to save that for another time.
Sure.
Right now, this giving anointment that I've had is over for right now. But I'll be back and tell that story. I have much more to tell you. You'll be hearing more of me if Alex permits that.
Wow. All right. Okay. Thanks a lot, Kevin. That was the Drunken here in Malibu, outside L.A. to, Gary Busey, been in over 100 films.
107.
107, and how many incredible awards?
Doesn't matter. The awards don't matter. The Notches on the gun butt doesn't matter. What matters is right now. N-O-W. And the word now stands for no other way. Now.
All right, folks. That's Gary Busey. And God bless. Take care. Think for yourself. Wow.
That was great, man.
This whole thing was planned by God. You know that, don't you?
Well, let me tell you,
got
Gary,
your
I'm
camera out there. You're in a boat. You're in a boat. You choose the color of the boat. The boat's on the ocean. The ocean represents your spirit, your emotions, and your life. And your life that you're living is the boat. You're in the boat. You have a sail on this boat. The sail, it's called the sail, the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have others do unto you. But it starts with doing to yourself how you would do to others and how others would do to you. It starts with yourself. The sail is a golden rule, do unto others. You have an anchor that you don't know you have. It's an invisible anchor. It goes down. It's sunk in the ocean floor. The wind comes, the boat doesn't move. You don't have an engine on the boat. You don't have any paddles. You're not going anywhere. The wind in this aspect represents the spirit. That invisible anchor, when you do the golden rule, and when you're kind to yourself, when you're kind to others, and when you believe in the truth of who you are, and you're not being mean to yourself or others, that invisible anchor will slowly break away. And that invisible anchor represents the people you are listening to who are controlling you, the government that might be controlling you, the senators or congressmen that might have you down in a special place that doesn't give you the complete freedom the Declaration of Independence allows us to have. I'm not pointing my fingers at anyone. I'm just talking about the world around us. And with that invisible anchor, when you see it, that's when you'll be seeing the truth of what is around you. And you simply let it go. The next gust of wind, which is a big spirit of your enterprise of life, will come, catch the sail, and you will sail into a beautiful tropical sunset with double rainbow. A smell and a climate never had before. So the invisible anchors you have around you, don't let them be invisible anymore. Look for them, see them. It's just as simple as seeing what's holding you back. And you might think it's other things and other people, but the bottom line is that it's you holding yourself back. The invisible anchor needs to be released for your boat to go forward, sailing in the wind of the Spirit. Yeah, that's good. Remember that. If you didn't remember it, call Alex. He'll get you a copy today. Adios.